Hey guys, what's up? Andy here, getting you set for the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars on Thursday, game number 3. But first, let's talk a little bit about Wednesday night's hockey action. Game 2 between the Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning. A bit of a wild one. Didn't get the goals that I was looking for as I was on over 5.5. The game ended 2-1. Lightning, a buzzer beater. Nikita Kucherov scoring the winning goal with 8 seconds left. The Lightning just had too many chances to close out the game, and they made the Islanders pay. The Islanders actually played a pretty good game in game number 2. Likely deserved to get the win, but all for naught. The big story here, though, is Braden Point. He left the game about midway through in the second period, did not return. He's the Lightning's best player. He's arguably a top 10 player in the league, definitely a top 20, top 15 player in the league. And like I said, arguably the Lightning's best player. It'll be a huge swing, roughly 10 to 15 cents in the other direction if he can't go for game number 3. But we'll wait and see. It's going to, that's going to influence whether or not uh, I bet on the Lightning or the Islanders or over the total or under the total. It could have some big implications going forward. So something to monitor over the next couple of days. With that being said, my price heading into the series was minus 235, minus 240 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I've got them winning it about 92% of the time now. I think a fair line should be about minus 1150. And that puts us in a pretty good spot if you follow along. If you're on the Lightning to win this series, well, we've got some equity. A lot of positive expected value built up here. With that being said, I also backed the Lightning to sweep the series at plus 750, and that's also looking good. I think I've got about a 37% chance of cashing that ticket as things stand now. They've obviously got to win the next 2 games back to back, so that'll be tough against this Islanders team. They're not going to go down without a fight. But yeah, like I said, 92% of the time, I think I see the Lightning coming away with a victory in this series, a fair line of about minus 1150. Now, without further ado, let's get into Thursday's game between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. Game number 3, this is a best of 5 now. I had the Golden Knights winning it about 69% of the time prior to the series. Now that we're dealing with a best of 5, there's a little bit more variance, a little bit more luck involved in this outcome. I've got the Knights winning it about 66% of the time. So roughly a line of about minus 190. So some value on the Stars at plus 220, which is a series price that I'm seeing out there right now. And I believe some value in game number 3 on the Stars at plus 150 or better. I make this closer to minus 140 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. A little bit of a shift here towards the Stars in terms of my projected price because of the fact that the Stars are designated as the home team. That home ice advantage number that I estimated of 1.5% has dwindled down a little bit throughout these playoffs because it hasn't manifested itself quite like I thought it would. But it's still there. We're still accounting for it somewhat. So a little bit more of an edge on the Stars here at plus 150 or better. But there is a bit of a caveat here. That's assuming Roope Hintz is in the lineup. He blocked a shot up high in the arm area, a bomb of a block in game number 2. He left the ice immediately. He was spotted out with the team on social media at a golf course on Wednesday. Didn't notice whether or not he was actually swinging any clubs, but the fact that he was out enjoying himself with the team is maybe a good sign, but something we'll have to wait and see. I guess for the folks in Vegas, knowing what we know about the market in Vegas when it comes to the Vegas Golden Knights, if there isn't any word on him throughout the day on Roope Hintz, right before game time, if he is to join the Stars in warm-ups and look to be, joining the team for the game, well, then you'll likely get a really good price on the Dallas Stars right before the puck drops in Las Vegas. In game number 1, we saw the Dallas Stars put forth a pretty dominant performance. We saw much of the same from the Vegas Golden Knights in game number 2. In game number 3, I expect things to be a little bit more even, a little bit more back and forth. However, one thing I do expect to carry over from the first 2 games is the low event hockey that we've been seeing. We haven't seen a lot of shot attempts. They've combined, these 2 teams, for about 100 shot attempts per game, which isn't a lot. We'd expect this low-scoring hockey to continue if they continue to play like this. I'm not saying I necessarily want to lay $1.30 or even $1.40 on under 5.5 goals, but I definitely think this game, is priced properly as far as the total goes. I could see, maybe a little bit of an edge to the under because we can expect more great goaltending and more great defense from these 2 teams. So to wrap it up, Rupe Hintz, that's what we'll be monitoring on Thursday if he's in the lineup. I'll be playing the Stars at plus 150 or better on the money line. If he's not, it'll probably be a pass for me. Good luck, gamble responsibly, and don't forget to check out everything that VSiN has in store for you guys right now. Some great football betting guides, college and the NFL, and obviously a ton of great programming, a great new lineup, some great new shows heading into the fall. Check it all out and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, guys.